Hey, I'm the developer, Hey Miles, and welcome to the first episode of my Plants vs. Zombies Trouble in Paradise devlog series. Today, I'll be showing you how a wave system begins in my game, so let's get started. A wave is a group of enemies that spawn over time. In my fan game, each wave has its own rules that decide which zombies spawn, when they spawn, and how they spawn. Instead of hard coding every wave into the wave manager, I store each wave's settings inside the level data. This makes it much easier to playtest and balance each level without having to rewrite the wave manager. When a new wave begins, the first thing the wave manager does is load the current wave's data. This data contains the settings that make each wave unique. These settings include the wave budget, spawn interval, minimum spawn interval, and spawn acceleration. Let's start with the wave budget. Every zombie has a cost, and the wave budget determines how many points the game can spend on zombies during that wave. Next is the spawn interval. This controls how much time passes between zombie spawns. Then there's the minimum spawn interval. This sets the fastest rate at which zombies are allowed to spawn. Finally, there's spawn acceleration. This gradually decreases the spawn interval, causing zombies to appear faster as the wave progresses. At this point, no zombies have spawned yet. Instead, the wave manager creates what's called a spawn queue. A spawn queue is simply a list of everything the game plans to spawn during the wave. Instead of making new decisions while the wave is already happening, the game plans the wave ahead of time. This makes the spawning system more organized because it already knows which zombies will appear, how they'll be grouped, and the order in which those groups will spawn. It also keeps randomness from completely controlling the wave while it's happening. Fortunately, this queue is probably the most organized thing in this project. Now, what happens if we ignore all of that? Let's just throw all organization out the window. Needless to say, this isn't exactly balanced. Every zombie you're seeing was already placed into the queue before the first one appeared. Once the spawn queue has been built, the wave manager passes it to the spawning system, which begins releasing zombies into the level. But how does the spawning system read this queue and know when to spawn each zombie? That's what we'll cover in the next episode. Before we wrap up, I'd like to give a couple of shoutouts. First, I'd like to thank @bunny0058 for inspiring this video. Without your comment, this breakdown probably wouldn't have happened. Next, if you have any suggestions for future devlogs or features you'd like me to break down, let me know in the comments. I read them all, and your feedback could inspire the next episode. Also, if you'd like to take a closer look at how everything works, I'll be linking the source code for this project in the description below. And finally, thank you to everyone who's watched, commented, and supported the project so far. It really means a lot, and I'll see y'all in the next episode.